Hi everyone, welcome to World of Text with stewiejp. I'm Stewie, you're not, and either are any of these blokes. I don't think I'm in this game. This is my old mate Lucky Luciano from TC, the Culture Clan. Lucky Luciano in the AMX 30, the newer, the second French medium tank line. At tier 9, the AMX 30. Got a 105mm gun, 390 damage, 248 penetration with APCR, which is standard in this tank. Heat rounds are 300 penetration. Lucky Luciano on Siegfried line and is platooned up with his old mate Ritz the Rock in the T49. And of course T49 looks like he's not sure what he's going to do back there, maybe trying to snipe out a few derp shells towards the enemy team. Of course, Lucky Luciano does get spotted there and cops a shot from the Scorpion G, puts a shot in return, and the Rheinmetall Borsig Waffenträger at tier 8 picks up that first kill. Looks like something shooting towards possibly that Emil or even the Lorraine 40T. 1 zip to score. That was a pretty heavy, dirty, filthy shell from the M40, M43 that went straight into that Emil 1, taking him down to 522 hit points. Lucky Luciano in the AMX 30, starting to move forward a little bit, trying to get some shots on towards the enemy T49 and the RU-251. That RU-251, one of my favourite tanks at the moment. Not that one in particular, but Lucky Luciano knows that in a minute he's not going to be spotted, so he fires, but unlucky not to drop the shot in. The T49 still over there at J1. Ritz the Rock from Pyro Clan. Not sure if that was a dynamic platoon or if they were platooned up to start with. Pretty sure they were in a platoon right from the very beginning. Anyway, 2-1 is the score. You can see there's a Pyro platoon on the enemy team. One of them's already gone down. It is a tier 10 battle. Just two tier 10s on each team in this one, which is a little bit unusual, as Lucky Luciano puts a shot into the Type 4 Heavy. They're winning 2-1. He's done 762 damage. Got a little bit more spotting damage there by keeping the Type 4 spotted at tier 9. 2 tier 10 tanks, quite unusual. 1, 2, 3, 5 tier 9 tanks, and the rest tier 8. Still 2-1. Poking around there. The T49, not sure if he's connected in this game, but the Emil crashed off the side of that little ridge line, that little, I don't know, little ledge there. Well done, Emil. Probably sick of being shot at by artillery. The Lorraine 40T goes down as well from Elric, and now they're down 2-3. Lucky Luciano moving around to the other side of the map. I'm tipping the T49 doesn't want to go too far forward because there's nobody else. There's just a JP2 back here. But then again, there are some tanks here that are ready to snipe out across the field. And as far as I can tell, it's only the RU-251 over there. But there's still a few tanks that haven't been lit yet. Lucky Luciano looking for a cheeky shot into the AMX CDC. But the AMX CDC pulls behind some cover just in time. That Rheinmetall Borsig Waffenträger, not sure, has he loaded in? Yeah, everybody's loaded in, but he's doing a little bit of snipe stuff from the back line. T49 still out there. We can't see him. He might be. He might have copped some pretty bad shells. We don't know. 3-all's the score. Lucky Luciano on 762 hit points of damage. 440 assisted damage. Is down to just over half health though. He's down to 892 hit points. He did cop some shots from the CDC, but also the Scorpion G. 3-all the score now. It looks like the Rheinmetall Borsig Waffenträger, the camo, not living up to its reputation. Looks like he copped a little bit of a shot there. The FV4005, the shit barn, gets taken out of the game by the Jagdpanzer E100, the JP E100, just saying no worries. I'll go straight around this corner. Nobody punishing the tier 10 German tank destroyer for poking around that corner, and he's still on full health, that Jagdpanzer E100, so not really sure what's going on here. Tanks falling off left, right and centre. The UDES 03 and the T54 both going down to the 121B. The Lorraine 40 ton, the Leopard PTA on the enemy team gets a kill, and now all of a sudden the score's 4-7. Down by 3 tanks. Lucky Luciano on 1,099 hit points, looking towards the 121. He knows getting rid of a tier 10 tank when there's only 2 tier 10 tanks in the game. Yeah, you really want to get rid of him. Gets one into the Leopard PTA. No need to aim when you're shooting that tank. Pretty much guaranteed any shot will go through. Notice he was aiming at his track though, which is the right thing to do. The Leopard PTA was tracked, and of course Lucky Luciano picked up some assisted damage there I think 859 assisted damage, 2,265. Guy in the Scorpion G, clearly not too happy. Likes to drop the C-bomb. Is still alive. Not sure who he's talking. Certainly talking at Lucky Luciano, the Scorpion G, drunk thug, living up to his name, I guess. Calling drop. It's a bloody game, man. You don't really need to put stuff like that in. Lorraine 40T doing a good job keeping these tanks lit. Everybody kicking back on the JK line, sniping, apart from the Lorraine 40T. Lorraine 40T from Elric trying to keep vision on the CDC as well as a Ferdinand. It looks like they might be focusing on the Lorraine 40T though. Lucky Luciano gets a shot into the Ferdinand. The Rheinmetall Borsig Waffentrager picks up the kill on the Ferdinand, but that M40, M43 drops a filthy turd into the Lorraine 40T and kills him. That Scorpion G. Was he about to try and shoot Lucky Luciano in the back of the head? Let's see. The guy in the FV4 085 not too happy either. 7-10's a score. Only down by 3 tanks. It's not the end of the world yet. You can see there the Jagdpanzer E100 cops a big shot for 730 odd damage. Looks like that would have been the T30 that shot the Jagdpanzer E100. 7-10 the score. Lucky Luciano on 2,671 damage, hoping for a shot into the Jag. Doesn't quite land it. Or he lands it, doesn't quite penetrate it, I should say. Lorraine 40T spotted out in the field by the T49. The T49 starting to move around now. Let's see what he can do as Lucky Luciano tries to carry this one from the JK line. Looks like the chat certainly calmed down. A lot of players who were watching maybe gone back to the garage with the score on 8-11. No kills yet for Lucky Luciano. If he's going to turn this one around, he's going to have to pull out some magic. Puts a shot into the side of the AMX CDC, another lightly armoured tank. Doesn't matter where you shoot that bad boy, you're always going to penetrate with the gun. On the AMX 30, the 105mm gun, 390 damage. Aim wherever you like. Drunk Thug, I was right. Drunk Thug puts into the chat box. Drunk Thug puts in, the only way I couldn't shoot you is because I had safe shot on. Well, take it off then, Drunk Thug. If let's see, if I'm sure if Lucky Luciano can carry this by picking up his first kill and killing the tortoise, Drunk Thug, I'm sure he'll congratulate Lucky Luciano if he can carry this one. 9-11 to score, only down by 2 tanks. No need to get up. Lucky Luciano providing vision for those tank destroyers, the JP2, as well as the Rheinmetall Borsig Waffentrager. The T49 on 851 hit points. So, but it looks like he's just received a little bit of attention from the enemy M40, M43. There's the 1-2-1. Lucky Luciano will be hoping that somebody can get a shot into the Chinese Clan Wars reward tank. Takes the AMX CDC down to 7 hit points. Pulls back for the reload. He'll be looking for another kill. He's got to get forward a bit if he's going to get the gun depression. And there goes kill number 2. 10-11. Only down by 1 now. Remember that 1-2-1B. He's on very low hit points. Lorraine 40T, I think, might be a 2-shot for Lucky Luciano in the AMX 30. Still not quite sure what the T49 is doing. Maybe the T49 wants to go back and maybe have a look at that MKR. Unfortunately, the JP2 gets taken out by the Rheinmetall Borsig Waffentrager on the enemy team. Lucky Luciano puts a shot into the 42, waits to aim, puts another shot into the 42. Ritz the Rock picks up the kill. Not sure if that was a derp shot, but Ritz the Rock on 1 kill. Lucky Luciano on 2 kills. Nearly 5,000 damage, 859 assisted damage. There's the 1-2-1B. Actually bounced the shot there for the 1-2-1B. That's the Tier 10 Clan Wars reward tank. Chinese medium. Chinese? Yeah. Chinese medium. The UDES 03 imploring Lucky Luciano to win this one. The M46KR clearly knew he was spotted there as he started to pull back. Lucky Luciano puts a shot into the side of the premium American medium tank. Looks like his platoon mate just put 700 odd damage in because that damage was yellow. That's normally what Normally goes yellow when it's your platoon mate. One tank capping. It could be the M46KR, the Korean pattern. Lucky Luciano on 3 kills. 5,744 damage. 390 damage blocked. 1157 assisted damage. Just trying to outvision the M46KR. There's no rush. There's only one enemy tank capping. He finds the Rheinmetall Borsig Waffenträger, and it looks like the T49 and the Rheinmetall are going to go into the cap to try and get resets, and obviously a kill on that M46KR. And there it is. The T49 puts a big shell into him, takes him down to 77 hit points. Lucky Luciano finds clutch, hoping for a sneaky kill. Rheinmetall Borsig Waffenträger on the enemy team, just exposing his top, but he doesn't land the shot. The Rheinmetall just fires towards Lucky Luciano. MKR has a quick look towards the MKR. My Kitchen Rules tank. Rheinmetall, is he going for the drown? I doubt he's going for the drown. Surely he'd be reasonably confident of this one. The AMX 30, who said French tanks don't have armour? He bounces another shot from the Rheinmetall, shoots him in return, takes him down to 675 hit points, keeps aiming, takes him down to 250. One more shot should be enough. I don't think that Borsig will have the gun depression to get over the top. The friendly Rheinmetall Borsig Waffenträger picks up that kill. Lucky Luciano on 3 kills. Ritz the Rock on 2. 6,594 hit points of damage. 880 block damage. 1157 assisted damage. Surely this will be an Ace Tanker Mastery badge for World of Tanks with StewiejP at Get On Board Studios. 14-12 is the score. The Drunk Thug very, very, very quiet in the chat. And Lucky Luciano gives him a bit of a burn. I've been playing all game. There you go. That's what happens. Look, you could be... Look, I can see what the Drunk Thug was saying. He was back further than... clearly, he was back further than Drunk Thug wanted him to be. Good teammate there, confirming, getting the... Is it the brothers in arms? 3 kills each. Lucky Luciano keeping the artillery piece. Distracted wise platoon mate picked up the kill and got it with 3 kills apiece. Let's have a quick look at the battle result. It might not be an ace, but it was certainly a carry. A hyper carry, I think, is what how he described it to me. At first class, the Bruiser Medal, Fire for Effect, Brothers in Arms, High Caliber, and of course Confederate for shooting more enemy tanks than anybody else. Let's have a look at the second page of the battle result. Lucky Luciano from the Culture TC clan, 6,594 hit points of damage. He fired 25 shots in that game, 21 hit, 19 went through. Sure, a lot of it was sniped, 4,093, but what would have happened if he had have gone forward right at the start when they were telling him to? He would have been killed. Simple as that. The AMX 30, not known for its armour, more about flanking and chipping away at the enemy tanks. That Emil, very, very unlucky. That Emil did absolutely nothing. He was blown apart by artillery. What was the other one? Drunk Thug, 530. So he fired 7 shots and he penetrated 1. Well done, Drunk Thug. Well done. Who loves the Aussie server? I do. Let's have a quick look at the last page. 25 shots fired, 21 hit, 19 went through, 4,000 sniped, 880 damage blocked, 1157 assisted damage, and it doesn't matter how you read that result. Lucky Luciano certainly carried that one. Not sure what was happening with the T49 at the start of that battle. Maybe he was getting outspotted by the enemy light tanks or something like that. However, he in the end, it was a win, and you take those wins all day long, especially a 6,500 damage one. This is our second game of this triple shot of Tier 9 action. This one also featuring Lucky Luciano from the Culture clan. In fact, all 3 battles will feature somebody from TC the Culture, one of the newest clans. One of the newest English-speaking clans anyway, getting around. Lucky Luciano putting a shot into the side of Leopard PTA. Now, without giving too much away, this game will not go for quite as long as that last one. He's on Abbey. Platooned up with the old mate Ritz the Rock again from Pyro in the T49. Ritz the Rock scouting forward on the eastern flank. There'll be no red line sniping this game, that's for sure, as they spot the enemy RU-251. Lucky Luciano looking towards German light tank. Puts a nice shot into him. Looks like Ritz the Rock might have derped him as well. Takes him down to 62 hit points, and somehow Lucky Luciano not spotted in that little engagement, and he picks up his first kill. In fact, the first kill of the game. 471 damage so far in this little bit of a mini boosty kind of position over here on the eastern flank, looking towards those medium tanks who are sort of playing on the edge of the Abbey itself. Now, I've seen this position used quite well. I've never done it myself. Maybe it's something I might start trying to do. The T49 and the IS3 clearly have spotted some tanks over there in the northeast. I hope Lucky Luciano's looking that way. Doesn't quite have shots on those 4 spotted tanks by the looks of it. He does have a shot on the IS6. That IS6 in a very interesting position for a heavy tank. Not really sure what's going on there. Lucky Luciano picks up his second kill, and of course they're the only 2 kills so far in this game. Looks towards the T49. No idea where that shot went. That shot went, I think that might have, who knows where that shot went. So this time he doesn't aim, shoots and kills Nagy from Pyro Clan. Of course, there was a Pyro Clan in the other game, or 2, Pyro Platoon I should say, in that other game as well. Lucky Luciano on 3 kills, still nobody else has got a kill. He reckons he's going to beat the IS6 on the reload. He does, and now all of a sudden 2 other tanks go down pretty quickly. 6 zip. This is going to be a quick game, folks. 4 kills, 3,000 damage already. The T49 and the IS3 keeping the FV4202 at bay. In fact, getting him killed. The AT15 and the Tortoise next over here on this eastern flank. And look, that IS3 doing an epic job, still on close enough to full health, keeping the Tortoise and the AT15, basically keeping them out of the game. They're just keeping them pinned down over there in the northeast corner. 7-0 the score now on Abbey. Of course, the result is a foregone conclusion. Lucky Luciano not in the closest game like he was not long ago on Siegfried Line. 4 kills, 3,000 damage. He's just getting started though. Wants to move forward, wants to add to that total. Looking at the Tortoise, looks towards a Cupola. That shot went a little bit high, and I think it actually might have ended up on the next map. 7-1's the score now. Ritz the Rock goes down. Lucky Luciano picks up his 5th kill, gets a revenge kill on the STG, the premium Russian medium tank. That's 5 kills. He'd love to turn this into a top gun. He's just seen that Tortoise fire, so he puts a shot into the Cupola, takes him down to 597 hit points. Again, the Tortoise fires, so Lucky says, thank you very much, I'll take another shot. Another 410 damage into the Tier 9. British Tank Destroyer, looking again, one more should be enough. There's the Top Gun, 6 kills, thank you very much, Lucky Luciano. And this is just going to be free hits all day long. Puts a shot into the back of the AT-15. He knows surely somebody's going to be looking at that artillery. No, the artillery is still alive. He shoots the AT-15 again. The AT-15 can't shoot Lucky Luciano. Lucky Luciano finally gets the kill on the TD, and he ram kills the artillery for the 8th kill. Of course, it might have cost him a bit of... did he shoot him? No, I think he lost 322 hit points from the ram, but it was the last kill of the game. It was an epic way to finish that one, and not only was it an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge, it was his 2nd mark of excellence in the AMX 30, so he clearly likes that tank, that's for sure. I started to enjoy it when I had it a while ago, but again, like I said, that was whenever the thing first came out, probably a couple of years ago. Now, 2 marks of excellence, not 1, 2 marks of excellence on the AMX 30, the Tier 9 French medium tank, the newer of the 2 medium lines, if you like. An Ace Tanker Mastery Badge in that Fast and Furious battle. Bruiser, Duelist, 5 for effect. The Radley Walters medal for getting those 8 kills. He rammed that artillery piece, the big Rusky, at the end. I'm not sure if the arty fired or not. I think Lucky Luciano just landed on him and thought, you beauty. We'll screenshot this. This will look fantastic. High caliber and Top Gun, of course. 5,344 hit points of damage. 8 kills, 1404 base experience. 19 shots fired, 17 hit, 16 went through, 5,344. A little bit of assisted, not much, but 8 kills. Turned that one into an ace. 69,000 credits after tax with a premium account. There was some personal reserves running there, but we'll call that an ace, and we'll send that one to stewiejp at Get On Board Studios. And I reckon Lucky was, I think he said they were both consecutive games from memory. He was, because I spoke to him a little bit about it afterwards. He said, yeah, the first one was a bit of a tight one, and then there was a game straight away. And look, the difference in experience between the first class and the ace was 1281 compared to 1404 as a base score, so 125 was the difference between a first class and an ace. Anyway, third and final replay featuring some tier 9s. This is Puggsley, also from TC Clan. The Culture is in the 212A. The 212A is a tier 9 Russian artillery piece, and he's on a mission. SPG 15, finish the battle as top player on your team by experience. Enable your allies to cause 2,500 hit points of damage to enemy vehicles. So you've got to stun them and get some assisted damage. You basically got to get 2,500 assisted damage. That might have done it. That might have splashed that bad boy who was out there. So basically, to get this mission, now this mission, this was the first final mission I got for the Object 260, which was 3,500 damage to enemy vehicles by stunning or immobilising, and be top score. And I actually did it on the same map as Puggsley. Starts looking towards the T30 as well as the Defender. Now that is looking to, you can see there's looking to shoot between the two tanks, so he can try and stun both of them with the same shell. And the fact that he's stunned the Defender, he's also stunned the T30. They've just both been lit again. He's got 9 seconds before they can hopefully he can pick up some stun damage. It doesn't look like his team are going to shoot those tanks, so, and sometimes that can be, I guess, the frustrating thing about playing artillery. You can stun these tanks and damage these tanks all you like, but he certainly would have liked that 900 odd damage. If that had have happened when he stunned the tank, I guess you could say. Looking for a double shot here. Looks like he damaged both of them. Picked up some assisted damage there, 349. That T30 is still stunned, down to 736 hit points. Puggsley from TC's picked up 473 damage. Now, as part of the secondary condition, he needs to do at least 3,000 hit points of damage. And, of course, he also needs to get 2,500 assisted damage. He's already on 349. It's early days. The score's 1-1 on Fisherman's Bay. And people have asked me in the past, how did you get your artillery one for the Object 260? Well, it was this map. I was in a tier 8 artillery piece, the British one, and all the tanks that I was getting assisted damage on were tier 10s. It was actually a tier 10 game, and of course when you're in a tier 8 or a tier 9 in a tier 10 battle, you do get bonus experience, and that's, I firmly believe that's what allowed me to get top by XP, because you also, as part of the mission condition, you need to be top by experience. It's not just about how much damage and stuff that you do. Looks towards a Death Star, hits him for 492 hit points. That's his damage up to 1361. His assisted damage up to 573. The old TTB, that's why Puggsley is pinging for help. The old TTB going on a bit of an arty run there with the score on 5-5. 5-5. The Waffenträger F-Panzer 4 kills that LTTB. Now, I'm not sure if Puggsley has 6 cents on this tank, but you know what it's like. If anyone who plays artillery, as soon as you're spotted, it's often all over as Puggsley looks towards that FV215B 183. This is the tank. That's a tank that's going to be replaced pretty soon. Gets him only for 70 hit points, but he'll be hoping for some more assisted damage. Remember, he needs to get that assisted damage up to at least 2,500. Looks like he's up to 911. He's done nearly 1,500 damage, so he's halfway to the damage that he needs to do, and he's nearly halfway to assisted damage as well, up to 1,157 hit points. Looks like he's going to aim towards that Ferdinand. Of course, if he can pick up another kill, that'll greatly help him get closer and closer to being top by experience for this mission. He's aiming this one. Oh, be nice if that 30 backed up a bit, gets another little bit of damage, takes him down to 138 hit points. That's 1639 damage done, 1157 assisted damage. That Ferdinand, I reckon that Ferdinand might be safe for at least until he's no longer stunned. But look at the mini-map, an E75, a T54 and an AMX 30 and a T57 all pushing massively onto Pugsley's base, and with a score on 7-6, there's some pretty dangerous looking tanks there, including some tanks that would greatly love to put a bullet in the side of his artillery piece. He is reloaded, so rather than just continuing to run, he's looking at turning around and aiming now, because if he can get some damage into this E75, he'll get bonus experience for resetting the cap, which only reset the cap by 9, but didn't see how much damage he got because the E75 was no longer lit, so very much doubt he'll pick up any more assisted damage for that one. He continues to move to the south as that T26E5 comes back to try and help the team reset the cap. Turning around again, the T54 gets taken out. That's just going to leave the E75 on the cap. Puggsley aiming towards the E75, letting his teammates know that he's reloading and aiming the E75's way. He's on 689 damage. He takes 466 health off the E75, gets another 222 assisted damage with a score 11-7. Still not looking too good for the mission. The mission's 2,500 assisted and 3,000 damage done. It's certainly not impossible though. He's up to 2105 damage done, so he only needs another 900, and there's 900 left on that T57. Aiming towards the American autoloader. Shoots, don't even worry about aiming. Gets him for 416, 344 more assisted damage. Assisted damage up to nearly 1900. Still a little bit away from the mission. 2500 damage done, and he wants to get 3000. Of course, that's just the secondary condition though, but of course he'd love to get, it's only 479 damage left to do. He's on nearly 1900 assisted damage, and of course, so that's only 608 more assisted damage to get this mission. But he does need to be top by experience to get this mission. Let's see how he goes. 12-9 is the score. Puggsley on 2,521 damage done, nearly 1900 assisted. You spotted the ISU 152, and he'll be licking his lips. His gun doesn't seem to be aiming. He's not moving forward, is he? T49 gets killed by artillery. He shoots, I'm not sure where that shell went. He was shooting towards that T92, that Tier 10 American SPG. The ISU 152 no longer lit. That's probably why he threw that shell towards the Tier 10. There's the ISU. That's where the hit points are. That's what he needs to be going for. Slowly aiming like a Russian gun. Have a look at it. It is the slowest. Russian guns can be the slowest guns in the world. Might not be able to get too much damage on him, but he'll certainly be able to stun the ISU 152. And in the end, he did get 204 damage into the tank. He's stunned for another 10 seconds. Somebody else shoots him for 486. That's his assisted damage up to 2,378. He'd love someone else to shoot him just before it goes out. They do. That's the assisted damage part of the mission done. 2,591 hit points. 2,725 damage done. Needs 3,000 for the secondary condition. I'm not sure. I don't think he's on. I don't think that T92 is on more than 200 odd hit points. I did see somebody shoot him. But, you know, who cares about secondary conditions, I guess. Or maybe one of those blind shots went in. Remember, he did shoot that E75 when the E75 was capping. So maybe, just maybe, that will be enough. He doesn't have a clear shot at the T92. He'll only have the T92 if he continues to back up. But you'd imagine one of these guys are going to get it. And in the end, the Can JPZ Premium Tier 7 German TD drowned in the water, but that Stritzwagen got the ram kill. Not just for the result, but also for the lols. Let's have a look at the battle result. Not only is he picked up a Marks of Excellence on the 212A, and I'm sure people are going to take the piss out of him for doing that. He's also got an Ace Tanker, Bruiser Medal, Confederate for shooting more tanks than anyone else. Let's see how he went. In the end, 3,386 damage done. That's more than enough. What did he need to do for the secondary condition? 2,000. So that's why he's got it with honours, and of course 2,500 assisted damage, no problem whatsoever. 1,136 base experience, that's enough for an ace. There you go, in the 212A, the Tier 9 Russian SPG. It only went for 9 minutes, 64,000 credits after tax with a premium account. The SPG 15.3 mission with honours. There you go, 3 replays featuring Tier 9s from the Culture Clan. TC, Lucky Luciano in the AMX 30. He clearly likes that one with a couple of Marks of Excellence on that gun barrel. And, of course, Puggsley in the 212A. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Puggsley in the 212A, well done on getting the mission, the female crew member, and a little bit closer to picking up a T55A. And Lucky Luciano, should he have YOLO'd like the drunk thug said? The drunk thug who only did one shot of damage. Should he have gone forward? Would he have lived? I don't think he would have. I think he did the right thing. Let me know what you think. You people are certainly better players than I am. As usual, thanks for the replays, lads. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care, and see you all next time.